All right, I wanted to make a quick video of a shooting house that we just completed, a hunting stand, deer hunting stand. We used the prefabbed leg holders. I don't know what you call them, but anyway, you put a 4x4 in them and they bolt to the 2x6. We're probably going to put 10-foot 4x4s in here, lift it up with a tractor on a forklift and slide the 10-foot 4x4s in there. If you're doing this, you need to make sure that you get high quality 4x4 treated pieces. In other words, look at the ends and you want very tight grain. You don't want fast growing stuff. The floor joists were made with treated 2x6s, and the flooring itself, you can see, is it's a 3/4 inch treated piece of plywood that's 4 feet by 8 feet. Need to take care of that squeak, but basically what we did was used 4-ply plywood, and this is one sheet of plywood going from here all the way down, and it's screwed to the floor joist or the frame down there. And then up here you can see we've got several. This is an 8-foot wide or 8-foot long piece, and you can see we've got 5 small or medium sized hinges, and use plywood for the window. That's important because the press board is not going to hold up as well as for a window. And then we use the press board or wafer board for everything above the window, because it is under the roof and we've got a good overhang on this thing, and that will protect it, plus it's painted, so figured we'd save some money there. Your wafer board is going to be about half the cost. I want to say it was $11 and something a sheet, a 4x8 sheet for the wafer board, and $22 for the plywood, but that's just going off of memory. The inside, we used the untreated stuff because we had it on hand, except for the roof, and we used treated there. That's because we had the untreated already on hand. And when you go to buy lumber these days, because I guess it's because of the Canadian tariffs, the Canadian spruce or the standard 2x4 studs, they're somewhere around $380 something a piece, $388, $385 a piece. And these treated southern yellow pine from the southern United States are $425. So I figured for a little over a quarter, we'd buy the treated. Besides, you're putting money into United States landowners' pockets when you do that. So we also have hurricane ties, and I actually put them on both sides. You can see that, but now that may be overkill, and we put a cut in the 2x4 also on both ends. You can't see it on this end. So the tin, very heavy gauge stuff that we took off another building, very heavy, and actually flipped it over. So this was the top side. You can see there's a fair amount of rust. The what was the bottom side, that's now the top side, is it got really good galvanization on it, so should get a lot of years on it. The plywood windows, I painted these, and you'll notice that not necessarily the best paint job, but I was running out of paint, and it doesn't really matter because all I'm trying to do on this side is to camouflage it. The reason being is that when you let this window down, if you let it down and it wasn't painted, it would look like this, and deer are gonna really be able to recognize that something is different. So I wanted to at least get some paint on it, which I did. You'll notice also, this looks a little strange here, but basically these are shooting rests, and when I flip the window down, you'll see they flip out, and so you've got a wider rest that I can put a sandbag on. So that's why I put these on. Now I caution you, when you put these on, make sure the window is closed when you put them on. Don't try to put it on when it's not closed, because when you go to close it, it may not fit or may not close. So I also put on the long windows, this is one window all the way down, 8 feet. And on the long windows, I put 3 latches, one on each end and one in the center here, and then one on this end. And the reason I did that is to keep this plywood from warping. So let's open this up and make sure your latches are pretty tight. Let this down. Alright, now you can see now what I was talking about. When I flipped it down, now all of a sudden you've got a pretty broad rest there. You know, 7-8 inches, probably 8 inches wide, and I'll put sandbags on there. The reason that I've only got those on this end here is because I plan on sitting here. This is going to be a shooting house for 2 different people, or for 2 people to use at one time, but most of the time it's just going to be me. So I put the shooting rest on this end where I'm going to be using it. See, it's treated up there, and now you can see why I painted it, because when you let that window down, you can't really tell a whole lot of difference from when it's up. Anyway, just wanted to show everybody what we've been working on. Again, got a good shooting rest here. I've got a latch to close the door. I got to get that squeak out of here, that's for sure. Well, now you've seen it. Thanks for watching. Oh, I'll be posting one of our 5x8. We're making a 5x8 as well. A 5x8 shooting house as well. So I'll be posting that in a few weeks when we get it finished. Alright, thanks for watching.